Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And this is our weekly grocery haul. We went to Walmart this week.
Sure.
And let's get to it.
All right, so this is a 2-week haul for a 2-week meal plan. We've got our eggs. Joel eats that for breakfast. And I'm also going to start just doing some like eggs and stuff like that for breakfast. So we have plenty of eggs for that. We're going to do cilantro lime chicken sometime this week. And usually when we have cilantro lime chicken on one day, the next day we make burritos out of it. And so that's one way to keep it from getting boring to use your leftovers is if you can figure out something different to do with your leftovers the next day. So it's not exactly the same thing. So we got burrito shells for Joel and Jacob, and we got me this. I'm not in love with the ingredients on here just because spinach is like the 7th or 8th thing on here. And really, if you're putting on the front thing, you know, high fiber spinach and herbs, like it should be higher on your ingredient list. But overall, it's not bad. Like I said, the ingredients are just a little not exciting to me. I would rather that spinach be way up there, but it's not. But like when you look at your carb to dietary fiber, that's not bad at all to have. Out of 15 grams, 11 grams is actually dietary fiber. So that's good. And I'll use that for my burritos instead of theirs. You'll see me always when we have cilantro, fresh cilantro, I immediately come in and put this in a jar, fill it with water up to here. I'll also take a Ziploc bag and put it on top of it and then put that in the refrigerator. It makes it like a little greenhouse effect and it keeps your cilantro fresh longer. So that's that. This is my Urban Farmer pizza that I have. When everybody else has homemade pizza, I just make one of these so that I can get a veggie crust out of it. It's not particularly like got the best carb to dietary fiber ratio, I guess you would say, but it'll do. Yeah, I guess it would be more carbs and less dietary fiber with just a regular white crust. So there you go. We got flour. We use that for homemade pizzas and different things like that because I make Joel and Jacob a homemade pizza every weekend on Saturday because Joel likes to go out for a run after eating homemade pizza. Yep. The next day after eating homemade pizza that night. Got me some bananas. Our son is eating peanut butter and jelly. He didn't need peanut butter, but he said he was almost out of jelly. He likes to put a lot of jelly on there, I think. But we will be having pulled pork, and we're going to make French fries to go on the side. I have sweet potatoes, actually I still have some of the root veggie fries in the freezer, so I'm going to probably have that with mine, but they're going to have this. So, and I'm also thinking about making shells out of it and having that like pulled pork tacos instead. So we'll see. And I have found of the bedtime teas that I've had, this is the one that makes me most relaxed. So I'm going to probably do that one in the evenings for a while, unless I start having some kind of problem with it. But right now, man, I drink this and I sleep like a baby. So it's really good. Look what Joel found.
Yeah.
It's back. If you've been following us, you know, for when we moved here, he couldn't find the powdered creamer that he used to get, and it still hasn't returned to the shelf. Months and months later, they just don't have it. So then he started drinking this, and then this disappeared from the shelf about a month ago. Mm-hmm. And then so he started drinking the Snickers kind, and for 2 weeks straight he got it, and then it disappeared from the shelf. Yep. Then last week it was back. And this week, this was back. So he's pretty happy. And he got 2 just to make sure that he had one for next week as well. So, because
you never know.
Yeah, apparently it'll go off the shelf for him. We have, I think this is for our Try Something New recipe. We do 2 try something new recipes every month. And the reason why we do that is to keep our meal plan fresh. We used to not do that, and we would sit there going, what do you want to have? Tacos, quesadillas, you want some chicken with rice? It got to where we felt like we were eating the same thing all the time and never venturing out from that, and would get bored with what we were eating, which makes us want to eat out more when you're bored. So we try 2 new recipes every month. And so the first one of the month is going to be a chicken lasagna. And so we get this one because it was like $1.77, but the ingredients are very minimal, which we like. So, I mean, like, it really does, no sugar added, and they use olive oil in it. So, of the ones that are on the shelf, you know, this is not bad. Would I like to one day make our own pasta sauce? Probably, but I just haven't got around to trying that yet. One day I will. I just don't like putting the pressure on myself to say I have to make everything from scratch all the time. So pasta sauce is one that I haven't tried yet, because I generally make some of the other ones, especially since I can get that one simply, the Ragu Simply, for only $1.77. Not bad. The goldfish crackers is for our son, and he loves those. And this is for...
Banzai!
Okay, we're gonna have beef taco mac, and if you look at the eye in the sky, you'll see where we did that one like a month ago or something as our try something new. Must have been 2 months ago. Anyway, I'll link it in the eye in the sky, but instead of using regular elbow noodles, we got this one because it's made from chickpeas. And so, but it worked fabulous, and it tasted just like regular noodles. And so we got that instead. We got cumin, because like this recipe, the beef taco mac, and the Mexican beef and rice skillet that we will have over the next 2 weeks, both call for taco seasoning, and we make homemade taco seasoning. So, which we do have that recipe too. And we'll link that down in the description so that you can see how easy it is to make your own taco seasoning. You don't have to buy that packet, and you get to control the ingredients and how much salt is in it and stuff like that. So we did get cumin because we needed a little bit more to make those. We have, this is going to go in the chicken lasagna. Recently I was watching a live stream that Jan from New York City Saves Money did, where she was talking Hey Jan! Where she was talking about Tuna Creations, how you can get the packet. And so I thought, you know what, I should do that because it'd be a good protein. But then when I was looking at the Ibotta app, I saw that I had rebates for Bumblebee. So, let's see, so the Tuna Creations was like $1 per pack, and the Bumblebee was pretty much $1 per pack, except this one's 97 cents for some reason. But with the rebate coming off of it, it was going to be 25 cents off all 5 of them. So really, I got them for like 75 cents. And the ingredients on this is phenomenal. Like, except these, they all have some sugar in them for some reason. Something like, I'm not sure why you need sugar and roasted garlic and herb, but there you go. But other than that, I mean, it's wild caught tuna, and it has, like that one right there, only has the ingredients of light tuna, water, sea salt, and cracked black pepper. I mean, phenomenal ingredients, and only 75 cents for each pack. So I decided to go with that one. Because, like I said, I get a rebate. So they won me over with the rebate. But the idea of it came from Jan from New York City talking about getting those. So it's like, I need to do that. So limes is for the cilantro lime chicken. The corn is also for that. We always double up on that recipe. Like if you only did one the recipe as it is written, you would only need one of these, but because we double up, we buy 2 frozen corns and 2 cans of black beans, and it just lasts us longer. We eat like on it like for a day or two, and then we sometimes even put some of it in the freezer and then thaw it out later for a really quick meal. So, and I kind of been doing that with some of our recipes right now because we're moving in like a month, and so that last week or so, if we can grab things out of the freezer and just thaw those out instead of having to buy all these new ingredients and actually cooking something, then it'll be easier and more cost effective. So, and we won't end up eating out as much because we, planned ahead. So we got some yeast rolls. We're going to have, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to have like a whole chicken and maybe some leg quarters, stuff like that. So we got some yeast rolls to go on the side of that. We make homemade pizzas here, so pepperoni. And Joel got his robin eggs. Our son still had 2 packs of Peeps in the cabinet, and I decided not to get any. Now, what I really want to find is the coconut and chocolate Peeps that apparently isn't sold in Walmart and places. So I haven't found it yet, and so I was like, I'm not getting any until I find what I'm looking for. So, and I don't know when I'm going to look anywhere else, so that may mean I don't get any. And that's okay. This is for the cilantro lime chicken. This is for the Mexican beef and rice skillet. And it may be for something else, but I can't think of what it is right now. And anyway, but also it's like a 5-pound bag. So we'll be taking this. We'll probably have plenty of this for a little while. So, it's usually, rice is one of those, it's usually a better deal if it's in bulk. So, as long as you have a place to store it. This cheddar is for the Mexican beef and rice. No, it's not.
No, it's Cobra Jack.
Well, yeah. I don't know. There's a recipe that this cheddar is for, and I'm not thinking of what it is right now. But also, we would probably use that in the cilantro lime chicken burritos, stuff like that. So I'm not sure what I got it for, but it was something like that. I got this for me for a snack. What I wanted was on which I did get a $1 rebate on this for Ibotta, but what I wanted was they were showing the Laughing Cow blends, and it has chickpeas in it, and I wanted to try that one, but it wasn't there. So I'll continue looking for it, but I wanted to do that, and I also got this to go with that Laughing Cow cheese, and also for when I do the tuna packets, I can put tuna on one of these, that kind of thing. And with Wassa is a really good one, and all the ingredients are really, they're not organic, but they're not bad ingredients. Like that thing where you want to be able to pronounce everything. The only one that might be a little off-putting is sunflower lectin, but that is like the last one in the ingredients. Everything else is fairly good. And that carb to fiber thing that I was talking about earlier is 8-3, which means 8 grams carbs and 3 of it is dietary fiber. So that's almost 50% of it is actually dietary fiber, which is better than a lot of the other ones. It's pretty good. Not the best thing, but better than a lot. And this is for the chicken lasagna. This is probably for the chicken lasagna, but also for homemade pizzas. And this is for the Mexican beef and rice skillet. When I do breakfast foods, I'm going to do some turkey breakfast sausage links. And I got that one because the price was not bad. And it was, like I said, it's turkey, so a little bit better for you. But I'm kind of like feeling that kind of needing some protein in the mornings lately. So I wanted something that was like that I could work with, And we got this for the chicken lasagna. I wanted to get the chickpea flour kind that, like, it was a marker on the thing where the chickpea flour lasagna should have been, but it wasn't there. So I got that one instead. Let's see. Help me out, Joel. These are for tomato sauce, and diced tomato is for the Mexican beef and rice skillet, maybe? And then the black beans is for cilantro lime chicken. The rotel is for the chicken lasagna, I think. And this is for the Mexican beef rice skillet. The pudding is for Joel to snack on.
Yep.
He was happy. It was back. He had a good day where everything he was looking for was on the shelf.
That's right.
He got his Cheetos again. If you saw last week and you guessed in the comment section that the things that were missing from our grocery haul was Cheetos, pudding, and robin eggs, if you said any one of the three of those, you were right. So
that bag will last me a couple of weeks, so it's the party size.
That's why he didn't get it last week, because he just
and
didn't.
Per
need
ounce, it's cheaper than getting the regular 8.5 ounce bag.
Mm-hmm. And that's why he didn't mention it didn't get it last week, was he had gotten the party size the week before, and he still had enough to say, I don't need it this week. So that was what it was really about. But if you guessed it down in the comments.
Aren't any bag of Cheetos party in a bag?
We said party size, not party in a bag.
Yeah, okay.
Our son, it was time for his 2-week, every 2 weeks we buy him more Cokes. And so 24 cans, and the basic thing is don't go through it faster than 2 weeks or we won't buy you anymore until 2 weeks is up. So he usually makes it last right about that. And Joel got some more bread and for himself for breakfast foods, and for our son who is eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So that is the whole haul. On the screen right now, you should be seeing the total plus what we have left for the rest of April. Okay, so now it's time for us to tell you our meal plan. It's a 2-week meal plan for the week. This will actually be starting with our Sunday meal of the last week, because we are making a pulled pork today, and then tomorrow we'll have leftovers, so that's why I had to say Sundays as well.
Yep.
So that I could say leftovers. On Monday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so leftovers on Monday, and then cilantro lime chicken.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna have leftovers again.
There you go. Then,
see how easy my turn is?
Yeah. Mexican beef and rice skillet.
And we're gonna have leftovers.
Wow. Homemade pizza.
And then the next day we're gonna have a spatchcock chicken, a whole chicken. We'll put a link in the description for that one.
Yep, and then we'll take the leftover chicken from that and make a chicken lasagna, which is going to be try something new.
That's right. That's right. We've never had that one before.
All right.
And we believe that we should get some leftovers from that. So we'll have that the next day.
And then beef taco mac.
We have done the beef taco mac before as a try something new recipe. Be sure to check that one out.
Okay.
And we have the next day we're going to have some leg quarters. It's just roasting it in the oven on a sheet pan with like potatoes and broccoli and stuff.
Yep. And then we're going to do our filet mignon recipe again.
Yep. That one turned out really well.
Yep.
And we'll link that one either up in the iCard or down in the description if you want to see how that one turned out. It's really good. And we had homemade pizza. Again, we've done homemade pizza several times, so be sure to check that out in our recipe playlist.
Yep, and then some leftovers the next night, and that's going to conclude it.
Yep.
All right, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and then hit that notification bell. Also, share our videos if you got friends or family that would like to, you think would benefit from our content. Smash that notifications bell for updates when we upload new videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes on the weekends too. I think that's going to do it for today. For The Long Road with Joel and Christy, I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And don't forget, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.